Welcome back. It's time now for top picks from Mike Vinokur here on Market Call. Number one today, Cigna, ticker symbol CI on the New York Stock Exchange. Mike?
Yeah, so this is one of the large HMOs in the U.S. It's been going down recently. They haven't even reported their quarterly results. I think that's coming up in the next couple of days. And we think that the only reason that it's going down, it has nothing to do with earnings per se, but more the market is worried that perhaps they want to do a tie-up deal with Humana, which is something that was maybe going to be in the cards, and then they bowed out of the deal, which was good because Humana has had issues, with their business. This is a very shrewd management team. They've proven to make very good acquisitions. They have been excellent stewards of capital, over the last from 2013 to 2023, their earnings per share grew from 7 and change to 25 and change, which is a 13% compounded annual growth rate, which is pretty phenomenal. They've been buying back stock. They do pay a dividend, and we just think it's a very well-run organization, notwithstanding the bit of volatility and turmoil here.
Okay. Number two on this day, a very familiar name to Canadian investors, Rogers Communications, ticker symbol RCI.B on the Toronto Stock Exchange, a company that has made lots of news over the past couple of years.
Right. Well, no offense to the parent of this network.
None taken.
But we like Rogers. We think they're executing very well. They just reported most recently. We liked what we heard. They guided to very good revenue growth numbers, very good EBITDA numbers, and right in line with free cash flow. I know that they did a deal for Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment most recently. They're also doing some kind of hybrid equity structure in order to, quote unquote, delever the balance sheet. We just think that patience will pay off, and in the meantime, you're getting a 4% dividend while you wait in a known entity with good growth and solid trajectory ahead.
Okay. And finally on this day, Corebridge Financial, CRBG in New York, a lesser known name. What are your thoughts on this, Mike, and why is it a top pick?
So similar to Manulife, we like the financials here, especially life cos. This is a sort of life insurance and retirement business that they provide. They were spun out of AIG, so it's not as well known by the market. It's a very cheap company. They've been buying back stock. We think that they have earnings power of $5 per share. The stock's trading at $32, so you're paying 6 and change times earnings, whereas something like a Manulife is trading at, let's say, 11, 12 times earnings, so maybe double. They've got a lot of excess capital on the balance sheet right now. Management has been making certain moves to jettison some businesses, repatriate capital, buy back more stock. You get a 3% dividend while you wait. And, life cos and the insurance business in general does usually better when interest rates are higher. So, right now in a bit of a higher interest rate environment, given the backup in yields, perhaps something like this may actually benefit on a go-forward basis.
Okay, we can't unfortunately show that graph. It has gained a great deal over the past 52 weeks. Share price has gone from $20 to $32 over the past 52 weeks. I can tell you that its year-to-date performance up 47%, so it's a big gainer in the stock market, currently yielding just under 3%, and Mike has described what it does. Thank you, Mike, very much for coming in and answering our viewers' questions.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
In particular, thank you to all the people who took time to put a question to us. And if you've never done so, please do so. We love getting first-time callers here on Market Call on BNN Bloomberg. So those are the top picks. We'll just review them very briefly. They were Cigna in New York, Rogers Communications in Toronto, and Corebridge Financial in New York. Just before we go, let's take a quick look at markets and see how they are trading. It's been about an hour since we looked. There you see the S&P 500 in the U.S. up by 1/5 of a percentage point. The Dow is in negative territory. The NASDAQ is up, with all eyes on Alphabet, which is due to report results in about just over 3 hours from now. Here's a look at the S&P TSX Composite. It's down by 1/3 of a percentage point. Let's check in on crude oil. lastly, and we'll see crude is down again. Thanks for watching Market Call. Andrew Bell on Trading Day is up next.